everybody. Hello, Foggy. Hello, Shadow. Hello, Sage. Welcome in, Sage. Hello, Daya. Hello, Nitro. And, yeah, Nitro, what are you doing awake? What are you doing awake? Also, I don't think I have a chipmunk mic. I can listen to it really quick, but it's not giving me the signs of a chipmunk mic. Give me 1 second and I can figure that out. Monitor on. And yep, I sound normal. So, okay, turn the monitoring off and we're good. Okay. You should sleep, Nitro. Isn't it like 3 a.m. or something where you are? I think sleep is important. I think sleep is very important. I'm not muted. I just listened to my own voice. I know I'm not muted. Okay. You cannot pull that on me, okay? Now everyone yell at Nitro to go to bed. Nitro needs sleep. Nitro is not good time in the morning for Nitro. It's early. Too early for anyone to be awake. And if you didn't go to sleep, then you should really go to sleep. Sleep is for the strong. You can only be strong by going to sleep, okay? Okay? You don't need to listen. Okay? You don't need to listen. Right? You don't need to listen. Just saying. Friendly advice. Sleep is important. This doesn't just go to Nitro, by the way. This goes to everyone. Didn't sleep a good amount of time. And by good amount of time, I mean over 6 hours or over. And you have the choice to sleep that long. If you need to use stream to catch up on sleep, please sleep through stream. You know, just saying. Okay, rant over. What do you mean no? Welcome in, Ace, but what do you mean no? 6 hours is a lot? Yeah, it's a healthy amount. I would say more, but 6... if you need to, if you want to hit that 6 hours, you can always sleep right now, right? That's a good 2-hour chunk if you're already planning on watching, yeah. That's what's gonna happen. 6 hours is too little. Perfect. If you want to sleep longer, sleep longer. If you have the choice, it's not gonna interrupt any other part of your day, then sleep longer. If you're sleeping in and you're like missing work or something, that's probably not good. What? Just saying. Sleep is good. Get your 6 hours tomorrow. You shouldn't skip on your 6 hours any day. We all flinched when we heard 6, didn't we? Is it at least 4? Are you getting at least 4 hours of sleep? I can almost be okay with 4. If it's less than 4, then that's scary. Let me take this drink really quick, thank you. Billy, welcome in, and I am not a furry, god damn it! I'm not a furry! Okay, take it how you will. I'm currently berating people on how much they sleep, which is, I feel like I can do that. I sleep a lot if I have the choice. So, and if I don't sleep a lot, you can tell because I really don't have coherent thoughts. My second brain cell is completely dead. But yeah, I'm getting to sleep more now because school is happening and I've been going to bed a lot at 9 just to do it. So it's good. 3 to 4 hours is a normal amount of— No, it is not. Okay? On a bad night, 4 hours of sleep will suffice. I think you should aim for at least 6. I think if you really want to go for more than 6. If you have the time, right? But at least 6, guys, please. Let your body heal overnight. Who knows? You've probably been staring at a phone all day and your eyes really need, the time to regenerate. You need stuff, okay? That's what you need. You need sleep. Can you just hit Foggy with the bat? Okay, don't resort to like brutality. Brutality I do not support. Also, hello Jovi, welcome in. I don't support brutality. I do support sleep. So please guys, get some sleep. I know that's a lot to ask, but sleep is good. You don't need to go to bed like me at 9 o'clock and then wake up at, 7. You don't need as much sleep as I get. But sleep is important. Brutality, no brutality, especially not clipboard brutality. It's a lot to ask. Okay, it is a lot to ask. Okay, can we make a deal? Guys, can we make a deal? I say you should strive for 6 hours. Something tells me you don't like my deal, but hear me out. However long you slept tonight, the next time you go to sleep, you sleep for an additional 10 minutes, right? And every night you keep sleeping for 10 more minutes if you have the choice, if you have the option, until you get to 6 hours. So like tonight, if you slept for 4 hours, you'd sleep for 4 hours and 10 minutes. The next night, you sleep for 4 hours and 20 minutes, up until you get to 6 hours. And right, then you can have a decent amount of sleep if you have the time to sleep. I know some people's work schedules really suck for sleep, or other things going on really suck for sleep. But if you have the choice, you should take it. Sounds like a lot of work. It's sleeping. Ace, it's sleeping. How is sleeping work? You lay there, you close your eyes, hopefully, and you fall asleep. I know some people have harder time sleeping. Sometimes I can't fall asleep if I'm excited for the next day. I get that. I get that some people have medical conditions that make it harder to sleep. But you can, how are you two? Okay, Daya. Are you saying that sleeping takes more energy than doing something like scrolling on your phone? Because if you say that, I think you're lying. I really do. I think that the lazy thing to do is to sleep. Therefore, you are not too lazy to sleep. Sleep is good. Sleep is necessary. Okay? Okay. I'm glad we all understand. I don't think anyone's gonna take me up on that deal. Nor do I have any way of enforcing that deal. Nor do I have any, like, reward for you guys doing that deal, except you guys can be happier and healthier. And, you know, not be tired all the time. Also, hello, Brandon. Welcome in. Nothing's really going on. Just, you know, trying to teach people that sleep is good, and I think I'm failing at my job, but that's okay. So you just sit there and do nothing. The lazy thing to do is to sit there, close your eyes, and do nothing, and then inevitably fall asleep. And that's what you should do. Do not lie. Okay. Okay. If you've never lied, right? Wait, were you one of the people that tried to tell me that I was muted earlier? Yes. Diet, you literally lied earlier. Okay. I this makes me not trust you even more. Okay. Okay. No. Wait, how about auto scroll? If you auto scroll and you fall asleep to the auto scroll, I'm perfectly fine with that. Okay, that counts. Ghost Matthew, thank you for the follow and welcome in. Such a great time to join in of me not telling stories and just telling people to sleep. I missed your message. Oh wait, Sky, how's stream going? My stream's going good. I mean, we just started. Day, perfectly fine. It's my mom's birthday, so I cannot promise that I'm gonna have a very long stream today. Because I might try and get off stream once my mom and dad come back from lunch to actually, you know, hang out with my parents today. I'm gonna be honest, the reason I moved the Sunday streams to be earlier, right? The reason I moved my streams to be earlier was originally so I could make it to cookie card games on Sunday. But, I'm not doing that today. So, I'm gonna finish stream up whenever they get back. I don't think they're gonna be back for 2 hours. I could be wrong, but if, like, I hear them come in at the hour-and-a-half mark, I might try and wrap it up. It depends. I'll make it up on Saturday. I'll make it up on Saturday when we do the next one. I will say it now. I do have the streams already ready for Saturday and Sunday. I'll tell you right now, Saturday's King of the Castle. So we haven't played King of the Castle in a while. Obviously, King of the Castle runs long. But to make it up for today possibly being shorter, unless the first game of King of the Castle goes really long, like over 2 hours, we will run two. We will run 2 King of the Castle games back to back. That's what we're gonna do to make up for it. Because I'll have time. Yeah, and then the other one, if I can remember, the other one is Splatoon. We're playing Splatoon on Sunday, but we're gonna play King of the Castle on Saturday, and that's what we're doing, and it's gonna be fun, guys, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a good time. I'm gonna be as unpartisan as I ever have. I will not let my, distaste for a certain color of purple dictate anything, although I try my best not to. I will only take the options that best suit me. Does that hinder other places? It always will. Am I going to try to not lose the game? Absolutely. But that's what we're gonna do. Saturday, normal 2 p.m. Pacific time, 3 hours past when it is now. That is when we will be doing that. So yeah. We'll do 2 games though. We'll do 2 games. And I'm telling you, purple's only gonna be in one of them. We're not doing purple in any of the other ones. So yeah, King of the Castle, Saturday. That's what we're doing. Anyway, guys, now that I've already spent like 10 minutes telling you guys to sleep, and everything else, let's get into story time. Okay. I know I didn't make a video on Friday, right? And that's because I now have classes, technically, that run Monday through Friday. But Mondays, I only have a Zoom class at like 5:30. So Mondays are gonna be the new video days. So yeah, Monday will be the new story video day. The story that I was gonna post on Friday that I never got to finish because of bowling class, that'll be posted tomorrow. I'm going to skip over that story for story time today because it's the video for tomorrow, and I kind of already talked about it in the Discord server. So I'm not going to talk about that one unless it comes up and I can't think of anything else. And then I am going to on Fridays. Shadow was very kind and edited some stream clips and stuff. So on Fridays, if the clip I think is suitable, like it's not boring, I say that because sometimes, you know, I just kind of stare and it takes a while to hit the punchline, then, you know, Fridays will probably almost always have clips as well. So maybe 2 videos a week. Maybe. Everyone say thank you, Shadow. Thank you, Shadow. Thank you for being very kind to offer that for us, Shadow. And yeah. Okay, story time. Story time for real. Story time for real. School started this week. This was my first week back. So Monday was a holiday. We technically started on Tuesday. Tuesday, I have 3 classes in a row. And so my schedule runs basically from 11 a.m. to like 5:30 p.m. It's a longer day for college. Normally it's not that long. But my very first class is ceramics. And it's not like good for my major. I mean, it's good for my major that I need an elective, like 3 elective credits, and that's what that fills. But otherwise, it's just there. Let me take the drink really quick. Thank you, Brandon. Sip, sip, thank you. And, okay. Yeah, it was ceramics. And the nice thing about ceramics is I have skills when it comes to ceramics. Not good ones. I was never good at ceramics. But I did ceramics for 3 years in high school. So I know the terminology. I know how to work with the clay. I know how to get it, hopefully not to explode when it goes into the kiln, aka the big fancy ceramic oven. So that should be fun. Day 1 of ceramics, absolutely nothing happened. He walked us around, he told us the syllabus, and we got to see how everything worked. I was very disappointed, however, that somehow the college had less ceramics materials and glazes and stuff than my high school did. I was a little disappointed by that, but it's still cool. I get to work with ceramics again. Moving on, the second class was, God, I don't even know what this class is supposed to be about. I don't know what it's called officially. But it's a marketing class. Surprise, surprise, my marketing degree. And yeah, hi, Lucan. You changed your name again. I see. But hi. Hi, Lucan. Welcome in, Lucan. You're just in time for story time. It's college. What'd you expect? I expected it to have more stuff than my high school. I thought my high school was cool. I didn't realize they were top of the line. But yeah, I expected it to be something. But ceramics is cool. Second class is marketing. Now the fun part about this marketing class in particular is I had the same teacher that I did, or one of the same teachers as last semester. And last semester, I had a lot of standout teachers. And the one that I ended up getting again this semester is the old guy who every single time talks about nothing. And the very last class I had with him was over a Zoom call, and he talked about squirrel hunting when he was supposed to be reviewing our assignments. So he's an interesting guy. He's a very interesting guy. I can't promise that I'm gonna be 100% zoned into everything he says, because again, he has his like over an hour class, right? Like the class is literally over an hour long, and maybe he spends 15 minutes of it actually talking about the course material, which is actually just read off a slide that we can all read. So, and then the other over an hour of talking is literally just him going on random tangents. Like, he's talking about his golfing experience. He's talking about how his friend owes him money because he lost his hat or something. Like, it's just bizarre stuff. I love the guy. The guy is very fancy, like very, I was gonna say fancy to listen to, and that's not how that saying goes, but he's cool to listen to. Is he a good teacher? Absolutely not, but he's cool to listen to. So that's my second class of Tuesday. Nothing happened. Nothing normally happens day 1. Now, the third class on Tuesday, the last class of the day, that one sucked. So this one is, services marketing, aka how to market yourself, aka the class that's probably going to do me the most good if I can actually learn in it. In theory, this is the kind of class I needed to actually help market the channel. And I immediately blew the introduction with this guy. Immediately. I can't even, okay, let me explain. So this guy comes in, he's wearing this really fancy brooch and tie. Like I say, like the brooch is freaking massive and it's attached to his tie, and he makes a statement. He also starts by saying that he's an introvert, which if he is, he hides it very well. And then he goes on to talk about all of his accomplishments. And I am almost certain this guy is like a multimillionaire, but I can't really, I don't think I can I look, maybe I can look up his net worth or something. Maybe that's online, but I highly doubt it. But anyway, he was walking around, he was doing whatever, talking, and then he's like, okay, I've talked enough today. You know what time it is? It's time to talk to each other. So he's like, turn to the person next to you, talk to them. Fine. I was talking to the two girls next to me, perfectly content. I'm awkward, they're awkward, it's all fine. Then he's like, okay, talk to people in front of you. So we kind of do like this weird crisscross pattern because the girl next to me wanted to talk to her coworker that was sitting in front of me. So I talked to a guy. We bonded over the fact that we both wanted to just graduate already. And that was fine. Only problem is the teacher was also walking around and actually singling people out. Also, thank you for the lurk. So yeah, no, it was not good. Cause he eventually, I was like, okay, I'm in the prime spot to be singled out. I'm in the back, I'm on a corner, like the aisle corner. It's not gonna be good. So I did get singled out in the middle of that conversation. And the teacher turns to me and he's like, oh, hi, what's your name? What are your business aspirations? And I'm like, I don't have any. I don't really know. I don't remember exactly what I said. I think it was, I don't really know. And he's like, oh, okay. So what are your interests? And I'm like, well, I can't say, like, this is my inner monologue. I can't say 90% of the things that I'm actually interested in. No one wants to know that I play video games all day and I like the cookie game. No one needs to know that. So my only response that makes sense for this situation is content creation. And I'm like, okay, I say it. Hey, I enjoy content creation. And he's like, oh, like YouTube and stuff. There's a huge market for that. Have you already posted videos? Have you already started? And then I had another inner monologue, so a little bit of context. This teacher started off the day by saying, hey, I looked up all of your names on LinkedIn and I got to know all of you through your LinkedIn, or lack thereof. Mine was a lack thereof. So this guy was already super invested into looking into everyone. And I was thinking about that and I'm like, yeah, I really want to keep the channel separate from my schooling career as long as possible. So I turn to him and I say, no, I have not posted videos. No, I have not started. And I think that was a mistake because the way he looked at me. So he was squatted down, I was still in my chair, and he looks at me and you can see everything fade from his eyes. He's looking at me and he's like, okay, well, you know you need to start somewhere, right? And like, he had completely, you could tell, he completely written me off. Also, now I have no horns, but he wrote me off and you could see it in his eyes. I'm like, okay, I don't know if I should have said yes and that I just wanted to be, you know, not attach it to anything. He lost all hope. That is a very good way of putting it. And I kicked myself over that all day long. I told it to my parents. My mom was like, you know, you could just go up to him and say, yeah, I'm a VTuber and I just don't want people knowing my channel. So if you don't tell anyone, that was my mom's idea. I'm like, no, I don't want to admit to his face that I lied right into his eyes. I don't want to do that. So I just sat quietly. And yeah, other people apparently, okay, I don't actually think I had the worst interaction. I'm gonna skip ahead one day, because obviously I had this guy twice. I had him Tuesday and I had him Thursday. I'm gonna skip to something he said Thursday. I guess he, okay. He walked up to the front of the class and he was kind of briefly going over some of the interactions he had. And he's like, yeah, one of the interactions I had in this class was someone saying, yeah, I don't want to wear fancy clothing. I don't want to, you know, put off the impression that I'm trying to dress up nice, because then people will think that I'm trying to impress them. So I'm just gonna wear sweatpants and, you know, look like a total slob to show that I'm too good for them, when the dude has nothing to his name. So I'm like, after hearing that, I felt less bad about how I interacted, because obviously that was not a good interaction. No, okay, if you did not understand, that was his retelling of what some other kid in my class told to him. And if it makes no sense, that's because it didn't make sense to anyone else either. So, okay. I think I'm a little less bad than that right now. I also think I'm about to lose my horns, but we're not gonna talk about that. So yeah, we don't know what those people are going on, but I feel a little less bad about everything and a little better about myself. The only memory you have interacting with teachers is your old science teacher who loved you. She understood that she needed music and such, and just let you sit around and chat music for like 20 minutes after class. During the class, I had to do presentations of dissections of frogs, because it's such a thing that I liked more than, you know, I enjoy the teachers who actually care, who actually like make an effort. I've definitely had some. Hi Ace, it's been a while. I guess we had this color change yesterday. Oh. Okay, wait, what was the thing again? Because the problem is if the color change happens while the horns or the bald or anything else goes off, it gets taken off. Okay. Backslash something. Oh, asterisk 3. Asterisk 3. There we go. Alright, I got it back. So if you were named bald or anything, it's gonna keep turning off the color swap. Just gonna say that. You only had a couple teachers that care or seem to. I've had a few. It was mainly in middle school, a few in high school. Like my ceramics teacher, she was great in high school. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't had too many in college, mainly because I haven't made an effort to get to know the teachers in college. I probably really should. I'm pretty sure college is less about the piece of paper and more about like the connections you make. I'm not doing a very good job. I think we all know that. I don't think we expect anything else. So yeah, that's my college experience. But also we had the Wednesday class. I'm just gonna keep going. So that was Tuesday. That was basically all Tuesday. 3 classes on Tuesday. Wednesday, I have 1 class. It's a Monday, Wednesday, but the Monday part is only online and the Wednesday class is in person. This one is marketing in the digital world. Also seemed like it would be, you know, pretty useful. This teacher was interesting because I walked in and she handed everyone a goodie bag that had like a little like plug extender for like wall jacks and stuff and just various other random little goodies. And I'm like, this was really sweet, especially because there's like 50 people in this class and every single one got a goodie bag. And she also had her dog running around, which it was like this little gray chihuahua thing. Dog seemed super sweet, but didn't want to interact with any of us because the teacher had hidden treats around every single corner, under every chair. So the dog was pacing back and forth, trying to find all of the treats, and did not care to interact with us at all. So that was something. But I don't know. I've also found out that my go-to, because we had to talk to people in that class too, of like an icebreaker, get to know each other. I found out my go-to hobby to say to everyone when I have to say it is that I sew, which is not wrong. It's just not wrong, but if anyone asks for a picture of what I sew, I don't know if I'm gonna be embarrassed or not to hold up the cookies. Like, I don't know. Also, I have to make a video presentation, like little introduction, like 90-second thing. Perfectly fine. I'm very tempted because it's like, say your name, say your major, say what semester you're in. And I want to bring over the 5-foot sapphire plushie. I want to, in that introduction, because they're like, talk about your hobby. And I'll hold up a little one and then I'll be like, and I also sew big ones, and then show off my not a body pillow. And it'll be great. Do it? You don't do. Okay, you gave me the one little bit of affirmation I needed for it. But it'll be great. No one in the class is gonna see it. It's just going to the teacher. So, hey, I really highly doubt the teacher watches my content. So it's not a body pillow. I specifically said it's not a body pillow. I need to like affirm to everyone what it is I'm talking about, right? To make a video about it after. About how I showed it off to my teacher. I don't think I've taken a finished picture of it yet. I still need to sew down his freaking bangs. His hairline's receding. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Okay. It's fine. It's not a body pillow. Okay, it is not a body pillow. Thank you, Sky. Thank you, Sky. I said the thing that is not a body pillow. You can go and replay the clip. I very clearly said the word not. If she ever shows it off, I hope they don't. Okay. You guys refuse to believe that it's okay. Whatever. Anyway, we have the wonders of that class and absolutely nothing happened. Moving on, next day, ceramics day 2, we're making a mug. It's a slab roll project. I absolutely sucked at those in high school, but I kind of knew what I was doing. The only thing is, after working on it all day, I'm pretty sure that I realized, I messed up when I was storing it. I accidentally forgot to take the paper towel off the bottom, so it might be cracked and ruined, and I might have to restart it on the next day. I'm hoping that doesn't happen, but it's been a fear in the back of my mind since I left that classroom. And yeah, that was about it. The only thing is if I get sick, I kind of feel like I'm getting sick. If I get sick, I'm blaming the girl that sits next to me in ceramics because she was like, the entire time, like coughing and like at the end of a sickness kind of phase, kind of cough. So if I get sick, I'm 100% blaming her, okay? If I can't stream next week, blame her, blame the girl in ceramics. I didn't even go to Disney, so you can't blame Disney. I'm going in 2 weeks. But wait. I need to wait. I don't remember what week I'm going. Sunday stream might not happen. February calendar. Wait, my tracking's gonna lose for a second. I need to get this very important piece of information. My tracking's gonna go. I can still see you guys though. Disneyland app. Show me when this is gonna go. Retyping, but your science teacher was similar because she once, it was his first day on 7th class and teacher lectures and do air pump a shotgun. Huh. And interesting. Sundays. I can't remember what day I'm going. Future plans. Okay, no, it's the weekend. It's the week after. It's the 7th. The week of the I'm leaving on the 7th. Okay. I just dropped Sonic's nose on the ground. My little, like, phone holder Sonic thing. His nose broke off like a month ago, and it's just kind of been rolling around my desk, and I was fiddling with it, and it fell off. Hi, Scales! Welcome in, Scales! But... yeah, okay, we're good. Next weekend's perfectly fine. It's the weekend after that I'm going to Disney. So, okay. We're fine. Everything's good. Yeah. Okay. What else is there? 2nd class, old guy, did absolutely nothing. 3rd class, it was back to the guy who had written me off. He didn't even make eye contact with me the entire class. We had to work on our LinkedIn profiles. I did absolutely nothing with it. And at the time, you somehow have 4K channel points? That's a lot of channel points, Scales. It's a lot of channel points. 4.5K? And that's a lot to do a lot of things right now. Like a lot. You had 3K. What did you spend the... oh, you made me bald, and you made me lose my horns. And yeah, okay, that makes sense. Or not bald, you made me lose the horns. And okay, yeah. Yeah, I see. Can't believe you spent all your points so frivolously. You spent them all so quickly. But anyway, yeah, that was those were the classes, Tuesday through Thursday. Not a lot happened because it was only 3 days. And then Friday's class. You know, normally I don't have class on Fridays, but I took bowling because I needed a 1-credit class. Now, I had come to... God, I read Scales' message. Scales, I'm terrified. I don't know if bald pit toggles is what we need in life. I'm genuinely terrified of that. But you know, if it happens, it happens. I guess I can't stop it. So I'm scared. I'm scared. Bowling ball cosplay? Bowling ball cosplay? Where did you get the bowling ball? We're not doing a bowling ball cosplay. It'd be funny, especially if it's inflatable. But yeah. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, are we doing both? God damn it! We'll talk about the bowling class after. I don't want to have this look when I'm talking about bowling. Hi, Scales. How you doing? Is this everything you ever wanted? Don't you know? It's such a great day. It's my mom's birthday and everything, and I hope she's not watching, because I don't think this is the kind of gift she wanted. But hi, how you doing? Am I supposed to use a different voice? Hi, Nitro. I'm gonna have to put the color back on after, but we'll worry about that later. Because, you know, right now we're here, and I'm stuck like this for the next 2 minutes. It's gonna be a lovely 2 minutes. You'll know it's coming up on the end of the 2 minutes when my hair grows back. But you know, I just have to sit here. I just had to deal with it. What do you mean, aw? I can't tell if that's a good, like, you're saying it's cute or you're saying it's, like, sad and depressing. I feel like both actually fit very well, and I don't know which interpretation of that you mean, Ace. Happy birthday to her. Yeah. If only she knew what her daughter was doing in the middle of the day when she's at lunch. I'm actually very glad that they're not home to listen to this through the walls. Your Puerto Rican choir teacher once threw her shoe very deservingly at someone and that managed to fall asleep during class. How do you manage to fall asleep during choir class? There were 7 of us in the class and someone had managed, there were 7 of us and we were all in the front row and someone was snoring. You know, respect the teacher. That's all you can say. That's all you can say. What did Lucan say? Throwing a kangaroo? You know, I feel like that's very scary. Also, we're getting to the I'm free! Wait, why is furry in your tags? It's not in my tags, right? I fixed it. If it was, I fixed it, right? So wait, what did I think I fixed it. I don't see it in my tags. If it is in my tags, I don't know how to fix it. Anyway, oh yeah, color. Boom. There you go. Okay, back to bowling. Back to bowling. Where did I put the fingers redeem? You don't need to know where the fingers redeem went. It's gone. I mean, it's there, but it's not there, right? You weren't supposed to draw attention to the fingers redeemed, Aya. You weren't supposed to draw attention to it. You weren't supposed to see it. Okay, wait. There's no way those are tags, right? How do I? Okay, we're safe. We're safe. I fixed it. Okay. You became Sableye? Wait. Oh, okay, wait. I see. Okay. Anyway. Hi, Ram. Welcome in, Ram. Okay. We're getting to bowling class. We're gonna finally talk about our very last, we're talking about our very last thing, right? Very last class of the week, bowling. Now, for this class, I have to drive to a bowling alley. Now, thankfully, I had been to this specific alley before because I did competitive, quote, competitive bowling in middle school. Now, a little context for my bowling in middle school. This was during 6th grade. And I was bowling with one of my best friends at the time and one of their friends. So it was a team of 3. And let me just tell you, I sucked when I started bowling. I was very bad. So because I was bad, I got, and it was a handicap league, I had a very high handicap. because literally I think the first game I bowled, it was possibly lower than a 60. It might have been 50 something that I bowled. So I was really bad in middle school, okay? That's all we're gonna say. And I, over the season, got better. And close to the end of the season, like middle end of the season, my friend bought me a bowling ball, and shoes. Bought me a bowling ball and shoes so that I could be better. And I don't think that really affected my score, but anyway, I got bowling equipment in middle school. Also ended up winning that middle school tournament, by the way. We went through, we had fun. We won because of my handicap. There was an actual good group, like a group of 3 guys that was our main competition from a different school. And they, they could easily bowl, like 250 or higher. If they actually didn't pass 280, I think their parents were like very strict, and I remember them getting yelled at if they didn't get strike after strike. So, but because they bowled so well from the start, none of them really had a handicap. If they did, it wasn't very good. So my friend was fairly good. He could normally bowl, I think around, I'm gonna say it's good. It was like he could average about a 210. So pretty decent. The other guy was very average. I think literally 50%, like 150. Now towards the end of the season, I was bowling close to a 120. Still not good, but definitely better than when I started. But with the handicap, I was bowling 300 or higher. That's how shitty my handicap was. So if you can imagine, my handicap was the reason our team won. I wish I still had these charts because my handicap gave us such, maybe if it capped out at 300, I was bowling 300s with my handicap when I would normally be out of 120. It was bad. But my team won. My team got the plaque. My name was on the plaque, and I got 2 other plaques. I got most improved. Right? And I got the highest handicap plaque, and it got hung on my wall because I needed it to be even. So now I can say that I own a highest handicap thing in bowling from middle school. Why'd you have a handicap? Because I sucked. I don't know why the league had a handicap in the first place, but I sucked my first time bowling when the handicap was, you know, established. And I got better by a lot, like double or triple, and the handicap didn't change. So, hey, it was good. I would have bowled in the 7th grade, but like 2 weeks into that season was also when I broke my fingers. And when you break your right middle finger and you're a right-handed person, you kind of can't do much. And so I had a cast on my right middle finger, and my left pinky finger was broken. So my left hand was completely out of commission. My right hand couldn't go into the hole for the ball. So I couldn't bowl. So anyway, that was the backstory to bowling. Long-winded story of why I have my own equipment and how I'm still bad at bowling. Fingers? Oh wait, okay, are there still people here that have not heard about that I broke my fingers? Could I use the ramps? I don't think you're allowed to use the ramps in middle school competitive bowling. But maybe. But yeah, we had thing. Hope your fingers. Oh, hey, that was in middle school. That was in 7th grade. That was a long time ago. 7th grade, long time ago. That's why I didn't keep bowling. Was because I broke my fingers in 7th grade. How did I break my fingers? Okay, I didn't realize how many people hadn't heard this story. Okay, side tangent, side story before we get to college bowling class. So if you don't like the way that things sound, if you can't I'm not gonna be like gruesome detail because it really wasn't gruesome details. Anyway, I was at a park, right? I'm looking at my finger. Yeah, I do have, okay. Let me tell this story. Okay, so I went to a park that was kind of by my house because I was meeting up with a friend that had moved out of state. They came back into the city because they, I think, were moving stuff out of a storage unit, whatever. We got to meet up. So I met up at the park with another one of this girl's friends, and we were waiting for probably about an hour. while we were waiting at this hour, me and this other girl, while waiting for my friend, we went on the swings. And while I was on the swings, I was swinging, my fingers were in the chains for some reason, and I don't know what I did, but I somehow fell off the back of the swing. And when I fell off the back of the swing, both my left pinky and my right middle finger were still caught in the chains. And somewhere in the process, they broke. My right middle finger only broke, like, as a hairline fracture on the tip. Hi, Sage! We're talking about a story, because this is, I'm sorry, Sage! This is just the story we're on. I had to give context to why I couldn't bowl in middle school anymore. So yeah, left middle finger, hairline fracture along the tip. Now, the left pinky finger was the one that is still severely screwed up. Like, I can move it, it moves just fine, it grips, it has strength, and whatever. It broke, how do I even describe this? On, like, the bottom, the one joint's in, maybe it's the middle joint, like, when you are to make a fist, right? If you make a fist right now, and you look at your pinky finger, sorry if my model loses tracking, like, the inner part of that knuckle that's sticking out, like, a shard off the bottom bone broke off. So if you were to look at my finger, can I draw this? Is there a way for me to draw this? I don't, you know what? I'm gonna give you guys, okay, can you guys see the cursor? So, like, imagine the pinky straight on one side, right? It's straight on the outer side, and then it curves over, and then it bumps out, and, like, there's just a bump. Like, it kind of has, like, a bump right on that knuckle. So if you were to look at it, my finger kind of looks like sideways. If I had a picture of the break, I could show you the x-ray. I'd show you the x-ray of the finger if I still had it. No, it doesn't. It's unrelated for why my fingers are like that on the model. But yeah, so a little shard broke off of my finger. And me being dumb, thought that when the doctor offered to fix it, they said they would pin the bone back to the, they'd pin the little shard back to the bone. And I was, no, it's not inappropriate. It's not inappropriate at all. It's not inappropriate, Scales. You're good, you're good, you're good. But, yeah. No, sorry, I'm still laughing about that. But no, the doctor offered to fix it. And me, in my middle school brain, refused. Because, okay, so my dad refused and I refused and my mom refused, or my mom wanted it, all for different reasons. My mom wanted my finger to be normal. Fine. I refused because, or maybe it's funnier. Let's say my dad refused because he thought if the surgery goes bad, my finger is still moving. I can still move my finger. If the surgery goes bad, then it could make my finger worse and I might not be able to move it anymore. That was my dad's interpretation. My interpretation was they were going to do the surgery on my hand while I was still conscious, and I did not want to feel that. Looking back on it, I now realize that they would not do surgery on a child's finger while they were still conscious. But, you know, that was my fear, so I did not do that. Plus, it would have taken a longer to heal, and I was not having that because I already had to skip my birthday, and I was not happy. But yeah, so that was that. Hey. I'm an angel dragon. Daya. An angel dragon. Doesn't matter that I can't fly. I have the wings. You can see them. And the wings go flap. They just don't work. So we don't talk about that. But anyway, yeah, finger. That's what happened. To this day, it still works. It still grips. It just, if it looks bad. Because it healed off to the side and it's not very pretty. I could not be a hand model, but it exists. If the day ever comes that I, for some reason, have to reveal my real fingers, I'll show my left hand and you can see the wonders of that finger. But, for now, we're fine. But anyway, back to bowling class today, or on Friday. Back to my first bowling class of college. So now you have all of it. Does it still hurt? The answer for the most part is no, but if I use my left hand a whole lot, like when I was doing rhythm games, and I was actually using my left hand for that, it would cramp and I needed to get, God, I don't remember what it was called. I had to get an injection of something to break down the bone a little bit because it was not, it hurt to move, but it does not hurt currently, and normally it does not hurt. That's to answer that question. For the left hand, at least. The right hand is a story for bowling. So, bowling class comes around. I go to this alley that I had gone to before for middle school. And everything's fine. What did I just get? Did I do something that I wasn't supposed to do? Why did I get a ping? Oh, wait! Foggy pinged me for the... Here, you want to see the broken finger really quick? I have an x-ray. Foggy found the x-ray. I did send it to the Discord server. Thank you, Foggy! Okay, wait, I have a picture of the finger. I have a picture of the finger for when it, like, when I went to the hand doctor and we got an x-ray when it broke. Here you go. That's what my finger, that's what I was trying to describe. That's my left hand. There's, that's kind of how my finger looks too. You can see the outline. I forgot that I had sent it. So that's what my left finger looks like. I'm fine. This was in 7th grade. My finger's as good as it can be now. It's just, it's still that shape. Where that bone is where it healed. Does it hurt? No. No, currently. It hurt back then. I'm so sorry, Taya. It hurt back then. It does not hurt now. Yeah, no, it could have been so much worse. But like, it was really fun. So again, I was at the park. I broke it in a swing. I didn't want to leave because obviously I hadn't seen my friend in a long time and I didn't know when I'd get to see her again. So I walked around the whole park. My hand hurt like hell. But I didn't care, so I just kind of like cradled it up like by my heart and just kind of kept it there for the whole time. I think I was still using my my right hand. It hurt, but not as badly, but I was just cradling the hand for probably about 3 hours. I was running around this park, just cradling my hand with that break on it. And I know I didn't do anything intensive, but hey, if you ever want to say if I have a good pain tolerance or not, I walked around with a broken finger for probably about 3 hours and played with my friend. And that was it. But yeah, so that's, okay. There's the picture none of you asked for. That's what my finger looks like. Yeah. Once broke 2 of your teeth, bashing them. Why did you bash them into the dining table? Hello? I feel like there's a story there that is a little more drastic than having to get the 2 teeth removed. I am glad that they are not it's not a permanent thing though. I don't know, how did you get, yeah, oh god. You know, we'll get to bowling class later. This is a whole bunch of stories and I'm good with telling all of them. So, wisdom teeth suck. I don't know if you're talking about me or Scales or everyone. Wisdom teeth sucked. So I got both the top set and the bottom set taken out at once just to get it over with. And I am notoriously a bad healer. Like I get like this little hairline scratch on my arm and it probably takes like 2 weeks to heal. So I also swell up a lot whenever I get any sort of injury. So needless to say, the wisdom teeth didn't go well. I got put under the anesthesia or whatever the hell it's called, and they got taken out just fine. I know as soon as I woke up from it, I was in a good enough mindset to remember that I needed to complete a Roblox Dragon Adventures quest for the Solstice event, and that I needed to get those dragons because it was the last day to claim it, and I've been working on 3 different accounts for the past month for it. But anyway, I was doing that, and I could remember, so I know my mind was in the right place. The problem is, I don't know if you guys have had your wisdom teeth taken out, but they put these little like cotton swabs in the back of your mouth where they got taken out, and you have to change those out. And they weren't scabbing over right away, so I had to do that for a while. That was gross. And my mouth was also so swollen that I could not eat solid food for a week. So that was fun as well. So I was burger starved for over a week. I had to live on protein shakes because quite literally I could not fit anything else in my mouth. I think towards the end, like the beginning of the 2nd week, I could finally like manage to eat things like SpaghettiOs. And then right before, or like halfway through the 2nd week, I think I managed to choke down a burger because I wanted an In-N-Out burger so badly that I think I took small enough bites that I was able, I think that was the timeline, I was able to eat a burger by the middle of the 2nd week. week without burgers, it was ending. I had to live on protein shakes, Foggy. They don't taste very good. So yeah, that was my wisdom teeth experience. Your front tooth was broken when you were playing the flute and your brother kicked in your... Yeah, that's not very fun, Brandon. Haven't removed your wisdom teeth yet? It seems like fun experience. Oh, you know, some people have it go perfectly fine. I think it's a lot less, like, some people just heal faster. I heal very slowly, which is why I think it took so long for me to be able to eat. But yeah, I know some people that didn't have issues. They were maybe out of commission for a day or two, and then they were right back to their normal self, like in 3 days. Like on day 3, they were completely fine. So it really just, it depends on how well you heal. It depends on, I think if you do the top and bottom at the same time. If you're doing both and you do them at the same time, I think normally then it takes longer to heal, obviously, and it's a little more intrusive. If you only do like top or just the bottom at once, it sucks because then you have to do it twice, but I think you can eat sooner. So that's it. Also, you can't use a straw for like a month, and that's also really weird to get used to if you use straws. Worst part is you woke up in a bed 2 hours after you're supposed to take pain med and your mouth is bloody mess. Yeah, that's the problem. It's not a fun experience, but you can kind of look back on it and be like, yeah, that happened. But anyway, yeah. That was the wisdom. Does anyone else have any other painful memory experiences that they would like to talk about? That they would like to hear about? You heard about my broken fingers. You heard about the wisdom teeth. Hi, Dark. Is there anything else while we're in this mood? Is there anything else? Any other questions you have? Or can we get back to college bowling? Can we? We've taken so many side tangents. Can we talk about college bowling? Is there one? I have 2, both being first and second back. Yeah, I'm glad I haven't had surgery. I haven't had surgery. Bowling? Yeah, I want to talk about college bowling. There's stuff that happened. There's not a lot of stuff. There's some stuff. Mainly because I already gave you guys the context that I have my own equipment from middle school when I really sucked at bowling in middle school, but still won the tournament somehow because of my handicap. You missed your highlight? Oh, okay, wait. Why is it refusing to scroll up? I had to get yours. God, can I? 10th grade. Okay, I can. There we go. Had to get yours 10th grade because you saw him coming and then realized that the bottom 2 were coming in horizontally. Normal teeth come in up and down. Oh, yeah, that's not good. So coming in side to side. The roots were growing in the nerve cluster. Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's not. That does not sound fun. That does not sound fun. I am very glad. I think I got mine taken out. I think I also got mine taken out. It was either sophomore year or senior year. But I want to say it was sophomore year. I don't know. I think they came in early. I don't remember. But I had to get them taken out pretty quickly because my parents were worried that it was going to like screw up my actual teeth. So, that's what happened. You have the X-ray. I'm good without the X-ray. I mean, if you spoiler it and send it to images, I'll look at it later. I'll look at it later, Diet. But yeah, so college bowling, guys, we can talk about it. I had my own equipment. I knew how the alley worked. I kind of stood there for like 15 minutes. I showed up 40 minutes early because I was worried about driving. Bowling! Yeah, we're talking about bowling now. We're back to bowling. We're back to bowling. So yeah, I had to take a single credit class. Showed up at the alley. We meet once a week every Friday. And yeah, so I didn't know where we were supposed to go. I didn't know what alleys we were at. Because every TV screen I saw just said high school. And like the first group, or like the first few lanes were taken up by some group filming. I'm like, well, that's not it. The next few groups were taken up by what looked like like the actual, because some of them were wearing like actual like athletic wear and said the word team on the back of it. So I don't know where they were with, but they were obviously with some kind of team. And then there was a whole bunch that said high school, and this was a pretty big alley. So I went to the desk after about 15 minutes of failing to find where it is, because I didn't want to walk down all who knows how many lanes. And I go up to the desk, I'm like, hey, do you know where the insert college name bowling class is gonna be? And they're like, oh yeah, it's with so-and-so. You're gonna be all the way down at the end at lanes, God, it was like 70 something and through something. We were at the very end of the alley. Huge bowling alley, by the way. Obviously did not walk all the way to the end. It was, I can't remember how many lanes, but it's over 70. Because we were at like 70, like we had, yeah, over 70. It was a huge alley. And I think that's why I probably did the tournament for middle school at the same one, because I think it's just like the alley that everyone goes to for group events and stuff. But yeah, we had 5 lanes. We had 5 lanes for our class. So it was like, I think maybe it was 75 through 80. It was something like that. Or 71 through 75, whatever it was something like that. So I walk all the way down to the end. No one's down there, but it does say the college name and the teacher's name. So I'm like, hey, perfect. Okay, at least I'm in the right place. It's probably been another 10 minutes before the teacher rolls up. I say hi, they say hi, whatever. A few more people show up. Anyway, skip a few. Everyone's looking at me because I have my own stuff. And eventually some other kids roll up that have their own stuff. They have a lot fancier stuff. Like they're carrying like the rolly bags, the 2 bowling balls and everything else. I'm here with my little like over the shoulder bag, my 1 bowling ball, my shoes, and my little like wrist brace glove, because I screwed up my wrist in bowling in 6th grade, and then I really screwed up my wrist when I did throwing with shot put and stuff in high school, so I'm like, I'm not taking the brace. But anyway, I had my stuff, and eventually 3 other girls sat down at my table, and that was fine. Teacher introduces, talks about the syllabus, and is like, okay, every single day you're gonna bowl 3 games. Everyone pick a lane, sign in, do lanes of 3, up to 3. So some lanes had 2 and they finished early. Our lane had 3, which was 2 other girls. And I had so a part of our grade is if we improve in bowling. And the problem is I didn't know if I could improve. So I was scared. And I was thinking about throwing on purpose. But I'm like, okay, I'll do the first one and actually try. I guttered it. And that really made everyone look over at me because they were already asking questions, seeing my stuff. They're like, "Oh, you've bowled before. How much time have you bowled?" And I'm like, I really suck at bowling, by the way, so don't get your hopes up. And then they really saw that I sucked at bowling. I'm like, I haven't bowled since middle school. I think maybe I've bowled literally 2 games since middle school. Thank you. So that was that. I think I really pissed Foggy off. So yeah, so I think the problem is I tried to add power to it because I don't like bowling slow. I never did. I still remembered where my steps were. I still remembered how to look down the lane, but I found every single time I tried to add power to my ball, it would just gutter it. So when I didn't add power, it went right where I wanted it to. Problem is, it was never strong enough to actually get a strike apart from once. So I was learning with myself all of game 1. Also, god damn it. I'm just gonna say Cal because I know that you have other users, but my brain's dying. But hi. Also, it's canceled for school. Is that a congratulations or a sorry? But welcome in. Velocity. Okay. I thought, but after yesterday, I'm scared to think. So, okay. Eventually I'll remember. But yeah. Yeah. I sucked. I'm just gonna say I sucked. Very first game, I think I bowled an 86. I got better towards the end, but it was not good. It was not good. It could have been worse. But it was not great. Again, we had to bowl 3 games a day. And fine. That's fine. It was fine. Got a double once. Hey, I got a turkey once. Okay? Granted, it wasn't during the 10th thing, the 10th turn, but I got a turkey once. And you know, that makes me better. That makes me better. I've never gotten more than a turkey, but I've gotten a turkey. And yeah, I've never had a score lower than 90. Hey. But today, Friday, first game got an 86, second game got a 90 flat, and the fourth game had a 94. So I averaged about a 90. Or maybe it was a 96, whatever, it wasn't great. I was getting a lot of spares at first, and then I kept trying to add power, because I'm like, I really want a freaking strike. I got one strike in all 3 games. But every time I'd add power, I think I was afraid of hitting my leg, so I'm assuming my posture is wrong. So I'm pretty sure that made me keep, like, spinning off to the side, because it always gutter right if I added power. And granted, I always start heavy left. I'm right-handed, so, and I was also, to my left was the, like, bowling ball dispenser thing. I don't know what the proper term is. And so I couldn't step as far left as I wanted to, so while I was walking, I kind of had to shimmy to the left, which didn't work, but, anyway, it was fine. The return, yeah, that thing was to my left in this alley. I think it would have been better if it was to my right. Might try and fix that next time, unless we're locked to the lanes we played before. I can't imagine. So, yeah, that was fun. But then the other girls that were with me, there was one who basically tied me. I think I was competing with her, quote, like I was trying to match whatever she was throwing. She averaged about the same, about a 90. I think it was a little less. And the girl that was also with us averaged a 60. I'm glad I wasn't her. I mean, like, we were all being super kind and whatever, but at the flat screens, they didn't have the graphics. I think because we were told that we had to use the professional statistics one. They gave us the bowling ball speed, and that gave us all of the other stuff. Like, all the stuff that no one cares about. We had to watch that one, so we didn't get the funny bowling things with the pins. I know what you're talking about. We didn't get it because we had to use a different one. Someone can average a 60 unless it's their first time bowling. They were... It was not good. I'm just saying it was not good. The anger, it was, I know it wasn't their first time. Because they said they had gone out with family before. And then there was the girl that actually said she went out with family that was in the lane next to us. And she was bowling like a 180. And I'm like, you only go out with family? And whatever. It's just, it was rough. It was rough. I know exactly where you need to aim, right? I know exactly where you need to aim in order to get a strike. I know what the strike zone is on either side of the pins. I know how to hit it. I'm not good. It's supposed to be bowling class. It's not meant to be fun. It's supposed to be serious sport. Okay. The first day was so the dude has 15? I think he has 15 students. Only, God, how many even showed up? I don't know. Maybe 12? I think 12 showed up. Am I an artist? Senko, I am not an artist. I am not an artist. I am a humble VTuber who commissioned an artist for a model. I am not an artist. I don't think my doodles can count as arts. I sew, but that's unrelated. No, I am not an artist. I am a person that tells stories and plays games. That is all I am. I'm not a liability. Well, maybe I'm a liability. Okay, no, whatever. We're talking about bowling. I have a college bowling class, but yeah, whatever. We had bowling. Where was I in the bowling story? I don't remember. I got very distracted. Hey. It's true. I'm sorry. I can't deny things that are not true. I am not a liar. Okay? I'm not like Daya, who lied to my face earlier and then lied again by saying they never lied. Okay? Hey, I'm not a professional bowling dragon. I do the other things. Other things very true. Professional bowler is not one of them. Oh, we were talking about bowling being serious. Yeah. So the whole time, all like 12 or 13 of us, however many were actually there, the teacher didn't say a word to any of us really unless someone asked, and was just staring at how we bowl. So I'm assuming next Friday he's gonna go up to us one-on-one and be like, hey, change this, change that, do all of that. Because apparently we're gonna have we're gonna have to learn 3 different styles of bowling. Like, I bowl with the pointer and middle finger in the ball and the thumb, like the 3-finger bowling. That's how I learned to bowl. Not well, obviously, but that's how I learned. Apparently we have to learn the middle and index in and thumb out. And then we also need to learn 2-handed bowling. So I'm scared about the 2-handed one. If we actually need to do it, because I don't think I'm smart enough to learn how to put spin on a ball. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I can do that. But yeah. Hey buddy, you sucked last, and that's how it's gonna go. You know how that's gonna go. You know it. You know it. You know it. 3-finger, thumb, middle, ring. Wait, what? Thumb, middle, ring? Is it? Oh, it is ring. No, it's pointer. Wait. Oh, wait. No, you're right. Oh, you're right. I don't know my fingers. No, you're right. You're right. I'm doing like the motion with my hand right now. I'm like, yeah, because the pointer and the pinky finger kind of like V out. No, you're right. You're right. You're right. I don't know my finger names apparently. I know what the middle finger is because it's in the middle. Okay. Whatever. Whatever. I bowl with the 3-finger, with the middle, the ring, and the thumb. That's how I learned how to bowl. You just kind of, you stick the fingers in the bowl and then you throw it, and that's all I think about. And yeah, so fine. I also didn't get to mention the other 2 girls that were bowling with us. So we did 3 games in a row again. That's 30 turns or whatever. And most of the time we didn't get strikes, so we were up a lot. And no, Foggy. But no, anyway, I just dropped something on the ground and I don't know where it went. But anyway, they halfway through the second game were like, my arm's tired. It's really tired. And they kept like holding their shoulder like it was in pain. And I'm over here like, I don't know what the problem is. Because then I realize I might not have thrown shot put for a long time. Like, it might have been 4 years since I actually, you know, used to throw shot puts every single day for hours a day. But I think I still have, like, at least some of the endurance strength that I had when doing that. Because my ball is only 8 pounds, and a shot put is 8.8 pounds. And arguably, you have to do a lot more motion with a shot put than you do anything else. Thank you for the bit, Scales!
10-pin bowling is a type of bowling in which a bowler rolls a bowling ball down a wood or synthetic lane toward 10 pins positioned evenly in 4 rows in an equilateral triangle. The goal is to knock down all 10 pins on the first delivery, a strike, or failing that, on the second delivery, a spare.
Wait, I'm trying to picture, rolls 10 pins evenly in 4 rows in an equal ladder. Is that just normal bowling? Is that different? The 4 equal rows. What makes them, oh, because they're off, wait. Now I'm there, and something about turkey. Turkey's just 3 strikes in a row. That's all a turkey is. Unless I'm wrong, and I don't know what a turkey is, but it's just 3 strikes in a row, right, Nitro? Right, everybody? I think so. I think that's how that works. I think. Yeah. Turkey. Anyway, though, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say something. To increase the ball weight bowling, you must strengthen your wrist. A failure to do so would be heavier weight and result in injury. Use a 15 and a 14 depending on how much energy. I use an 8 because that's just what the ball I was given was. I'm sure a heavier ball I could do because I wear a wrist brace because my wrist cannot support things. Because especially after shot put and my like first few weeks not wearing a brace for that or like a wrap, I screwed up my wrist. Like, to the point where if I tweak my wrist, it will have stabbing pain. And, like, I've definitely felt that pain when I was having to help put in a patio last weekend, aka the reason I had to cancel stream. Because I tweaked my wrist, and I'm just telling you, I screwed up my wrist really badly. I think it started back in bowling in 6th grade, and then it got worse in throwing in high school, and now it's really bad. I'm sure I could use more though, but I like my ball. It's pretty. The only thing is I'm really sad. Somewhere halfway through the 3 games, it got a chip in it. Like, quite literally it chipped, and I don't know how that happened. Right in the thumb hole, so thank you, Scales. I did not. You know what? I'll do the text-to-speech, because it's not text-to-speeching. While most people approach the modern 10-pin bowling as a simple, recreational pastime, those who bowl competitively, especially at the highest levels, consider a demanding sport requiring precision and skill. I have... U. There we go. I did it. 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 I said it. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, I want to do it. The text-to-speech says it better. Hey, I said it. I did it perfectly. Thank you. But yeah. So yeah, what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? I was trying to say something. Oh yeah, my ball got a chip in it, and I'm very sad. And I don't know if... Can you fix a bowling ball that has a chip in it? Like, the thumb hole, in the back of the thumb hole, there's a piece missing. And I don't know what happened. Also, hi, Frost. I don't know what happened. Let me take the drink really quick. But I'm really worried I'm gonna have to, like, get rid of it. Maybe if I take it to a shop or something, maybe they can, like, resin it. Also, though, it messes it up. It messes it up? I'll take a picture of it. It's a really freaking big gouge, and I don't want to have to... I'm not getting a new ball, because there's no reason. But I'm sad. The ball's pretty. Do you guys want to see a picture of the ball? I can go take a picture of it right now if you're interested. Mess up the weight, you think? What size bowling ball do you use? I don't know what size it is. All I know is an 8-pound. Let me go take a picture really quick. I can take a picture and I'll include the chip in it. Yeah, let me take a picture. I'm gonna take the phone really quick, so tracking's gonna lose anyway. I'll be right back. 1 second. Alright, I got the thing, I got the picture. Because I don't know, what do the letters and stuff on the bowling ball, does that tell you anything about the ball? Because it's just random letters and numbers, and then there's a thing and a star next to it. And I don't know what that means. I don't know, am I gonna dox myself if I give out my bowling ball information? Is that a thing? I doubt that's a thing, but like, yeah, well, come what may, we're sending the bowling ball picture. Read it? I'll just show it. No, because I'm not smart in bowling? Well, we'll see. We'll see. Alright. I think normal bowling balls have that on them. Make sure it's not dangerous. You know, I want to show this chip, so we're just taking a picture of the whole ball, because why not? So if anyone goes to a bowling alley and sees my ball, I guess you'll know it's probably stolen, because I never go to a bowling alley. Sure it's not dangerous to show doxing. If I dox myself with a bowling ball, at least that's a story. Alright, yeah, we'll just grab that, drag that. There we go, there's my bowling ball. It's like purple, yellow, and white. But, yeah, I don't know what the numbers are. I don't know, like, there's something written on the ball. I have no idea what that is. But... it's fixable. Do you see it? Because, like, It's on the thumb hole. It's a really deep, like you can't see the depth of it, but there's a deep gouge in it. And that's, right here. There's a gouge in it. It's already in the bin. It's in my, no, it's in my bag. That's in my bowling bag. But it's like a whole chunk missing, and it's also cracked all the way around this rim. It's really hard to see because my camera sucks, but there's a gouge right here. There's a gouge, huge gouge right here. And all of this is like hairline cracked. Do you have normal model colors? Wait. How? Oh, man, there we go. How? You know, the gold. I can kind of see it. I can kind of see it. Take no professional repair shop. Yeah. That shouldn't be anything that would cause massive damage. Hopefully. Purple looks better than the pink. Shush. Shush, Foggy. Shush. But my ball, it's really pretty ball, and I don't want to have to get rid of it or anything. I think I'm gonna bowl with it until I can fix it, which hopefully that doesn't cause irreparable damage. But yeah, it's cool because like the purple's like sparkly and stuff, and like it's a freaking pretty ball. I don't want to have to get rid of it. I also refuse to buy another one. Official Civil branded bowling ball. I don't think anyone wants an official Civil branded bowling ball. I mean, it'd be something. Blue in the background, the cream and gold is you. Wait, blue. The purple, you know what? The purple does, I can see it. It does kind of look like the stars, especially with the sparkles. It's purple. Don't worry about it. I see it. I see the vision. Is your head dent isn't? No, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna show it up again. The head dent is the thing that's missing. The head dent is, see, you see the head dent, right? You see, actually, maybe, let's go that way. Oh, you can't really see anymore, but there's a head dent. And then there's there's the dent. It's not a head dent, but it is a dent, and it does exist. If you look at the right angle, there is a dent. Therefore, I am the bowling ball. I am a bowling ball. That's not the right way to... that sounds like I'm fat. I'm not. But my model's head is the bowling ball, and that's... Yeah. That's not a good thing to say either. But we're gonna go with it, because that's what we've already done. So hi, how you doing? Your official bowling ball. I don't think I need a bowling ball. Toss you down a bowling ball, Hallie? No. Get a strike. Hey. I don't think I'm gonna qualify as a normal bowling ball, by the way. But you never know. Let me take a drink really quick. 1 second. Alright. But I don't know. Bowling was fine though. Bowling was fun. I enjoyed it. It was good. I hope I actually learn. Also found out that we're allowed to skip some days. Like, I think we get 2 days that we're allowed to skip, so I'm like, yippee! I can go to level up all 3 days. I don't need to worry about, like, only going Saturday, Sunday or something, because I had to go to bowling class on a Friday. So I can go down on a Thursday, and I can stay all day. The only thing is I need to make it up. Either I need to go to the alley on a weekday, like a different, like, apparently I can just go to the alley, say, hey, I'm with so-and-so's bowling class, and they'll just set up a lane for me. Like, I don't even need to do anything. You don't have to bowl. No, I bowl 1 day a week, unless there's a blockout week because of leagues, which I guess happens twice. And spring break, I don't need to go. But everything else is fine. So yeah, it's only 1 day a week, but apparently I can go more. Apparently, I can go as much as I want by myself if I just say, hey, I'm with so-and-so's class. Can I have a lane? But yeah, I don't want to do anything until I know what I'm supposed to improve upon. But yeah, so either I go and do 3 games some other random day of the week, or I, what's it called? What's the name? I bowl a 4th game every day. And I'm very tempted to not bowl a 4th game every day because that's painful. Like, 3 games is fine. I guess if you're by yourself, bowling a 4th game probably is fine. But at the same time, I don't know if I want to bowl a 4th game every day. So I'll probably just go like one random God, what day? Maybe I could just go on the spring break Friday and call that good. That'll probably work. Because I'm only planning on missing one day, and that's level up, because I want to go to level up all 3 days and, you know, make the most out of my VIP pass. But yeah, bowling alone is the most lonely thing you've ever done. Hey, I don't get free games from my parents, okay? Only for myself. So, and I don't really have many friends that would go bowling. Like, I have probably one, but you know, all my friends have jobs. You know, the big scary thing. I don't have that yet. So I have time and my friends don't have time. So I can't go bowling. Sorry. Friendless, just like the clip from yesterday. What do you mean yesterday? Wait, what was yesterday's clip? When did I say I had no friends? When in Spore did I was making friends. Is it playing Cookie Game alone is also lonely? Hey, that game is mainly solo, okay? And I have friends that play the Cookie Game, you know? I made friends in the Cookies Discord server and joined multiple separate servers. Although the Black Sapphire Nation, I am very much not super invested in, but the other one, the Team Deceit Discord server that I met during the art competition, I would consider those people friends because they're very kind. And I played card games against one of them, and other people wanted to learn the card game from me. I got to actually teach people that care about the card game. And then the rest of the time I don't actually get to talk to anyone because I'm busy. But once I got to teach people how to play the card game, got to play the card game once, very late at night because I had no other free time. But yeah. So whenever you see me text in the Discord server at midnight, you probably know that I just taught someone how to play card game. I was busy up until like 9 o'clock. But hi, congratulations. It is a congratulations. I don't get to teach anyone. You play Skylanders, someone who plays Skylanders, you have no friends. That's not true. That's not true. Also, speaking of Skylanders, I really need to go in and finish my collection. I'm missing 8. I think I'm only missing 8 figures. I need to bite the bullet and just buy them because goddamn, their prices are rising fast. And like last I measured, it'd be $200 to get the 8 figures I need because they're almost all Imaginators. Now I think it's close to 300 and I'm scared. So I just need to bite that bullet, finish it off, and say I have a complete collection. I'm scared. Granted, it won't be complete, but I'm scared. People have friends doesn't have to be defined by their likes and interests. True. I have friends that have multiple interests. I would consider a lot of people in the Discord server friends. Everyone has different friends. Hello, hi Red Nosed. I'm doing good. I'm being told I have no friends, but I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How about you? I'm gonna ignore it. I know you said the nickname before, but I'm gonna ignore the nickname because it scares me still. Because unless, like... Here, wait. 8, 9, plus. See, you can't call me that nickname anymore. It doesn't fit anymore. It doesn't fit anymore. IRL friends or online? Both. I have both. I don't get to see the IRL friends a whole lot, but I do have both. Oh, that's bold. We're back. Okay. I have both though. I have both. Both. Yeah. But yeah. That's all it is. Okay, wait. What else? I'm trying to think. What else happened? I already went through all the school stories. Why did I get like 7 pings here? Hello? Okay, wait. This is why I don't look at Discord while I'm streaming, because I get so many pings that I don't even know how to look at all the pings. I'm trying to think what else happened. I have the one story that's tomorrow's video, so I'm not going to tell that one, even though I told it in the Discord server. What else? Nuh-uh, it no longer works, because I can just remove up. What was it again? 8. I can just remove them. Yeah. See, I can remove them. No horns. Then the other way you can say it doesn't count. So we're good. Right? Gotta come up with a new nickname. Gotta have a new nickname, right? Stop bolding. I'm not purposely bolding. It just... I'm also throwing stuff on myself on accident and oops, but I'm okay. 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 What a shame. The horns were cool. They're back. Don't worry. They're back. They're back. I don't like going without the horns, especially because my halo has a weird dead spot in it for some reason behind the horns, but whatever. The horns, they'll stay. They'll stay. I also just realized I'm supposed to have the color change on. I forgot about the color change. Whenever someone redeems something, it makes the color swap. So I need to keep reminding myself to put the color change back on. So, okay. Anyway, violence. Hey, we started today by saying we're not gonna go through brutality, right? Violence and brutality are never the answer. What is the answer? Sleeping. Sleeping is the answer, right? Sleeping is the answer. Also, thank you, Red Nosed. Hate having your horns removed too. At least we all have things. Nope, Lupin. We do not have arson. Arson is just as bad, if not worse, than violence and brutality, so we are not doing arson, okay? There is no arson. Because there is no arson, we're also not having violence and brutality. We just have friendly happiness and talking and sleep. You guys need sleep. Sleep is important. Violence isn't an answer. It's a question, and the answer is yes. No! That is nope. I am a violent person, but that my tendencies do not need to go towards other people. And when I say I'm a violent person, I see animal in Minecraft and the chicken becomes dinner. That's what they mean by violence. So see? Or Splatoon, you make the peoples explode. There's no violence in a wait, what? I don't even know what that is saying. You're too lazy. But Daya, you gotta sleep. Because sleep is important, right? Spore, you only know violence? Okay, well, violence is the most fun in Spore. Okay? Being friendly with people in Spore is too easy. And plus, there's a whole bunch of people you can't interact with because they're already violent towards you. And when you have no violence, they have no violence. Or they have all violence. And then you just die unless you befriend a whole bunch of rogues. So see, you're just screwed. You have snacks? Congratulations! I think I've had a Cadbury chocolate. I've never had Talkies. Talkies scare me. Talkies gave me a bad rep in middle school. Like, they left a bad impression, I think is the way I can say it, because every kid in middle school is like, oh my god, Talkies, 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 we all need Talkies. And because they all loved them, they all brought them, and they all ate them. And when every single thing you own is covered in Talkie dust, because the kids could not keep their hands to your own stuff, you get sick of it. So I've never had one, but I'm kind of over it now because everyone I see that eats them is perfectly fine. But in middle school, I had a burning hatred for anything Talkie. US Cadbury is different than UK Cadbury. Then I have not had either of the things that you were eating. Being friendly in Spore allows you to break galactic law by deleting planets or brainwashing an entire race. You know, that's a little much. Had a singular Talkie and choked. It was a very spicy version. You know, I don't do well with spices. I'm trying to think what the level of spice I can actually handle is, and the answer is I don't think I can. Like, I find the mild sauce from Del Taco vaguely spicy, so I don't think I can handle real spice. I know I can't handle real spice. I am generic white girl, cannot handle any spice. I'm trying to think what I ate once that burned my tongue, and I can't remember what it was. Like, the hot mustard from, like, P.F. Chang's or something. Now that made me cry, it was so strong, but I don't know if that was spice. It was something, and it tasted good, but it was strong and I could barely handle it. So I don't think I'm good with spice. In the UK, there's an intense nacho Talkie which has no heat. Interesting. It's not extreme, you're far more violent. Okay. Violence is... no more violence. We're being violent to ourselves with spicy foods here is what I'm seeing. You can build your spice tolerance by working your way up. I don't know if I want it. I like savory things. I like just normal savory things or sweet savory things. I'm gonna tell you, one of the best things I've ever eaten in my life was cornbread with barbecue pork in the middle. I'm telling you right now, that was more of like a sweet kind of savory. It was freaking fantastic, and I would eat that every single day until I'm sick of it. So, I'm sorry. That was... I want it. I want more of that. Hot honey is hit or miss. Okay, that is something, there's a quote-unquote... What is... Actually, it's Chipotle. It's more of like a honey chipotle sauce that, Chili's has it. And I like the way that tastes, but I need to dip it in ketchup. And then Disneyland has hot honey, which tastes almost identical to the honey chipotle. And, it also needs ketchup, but it tastes good. That's kind of spicy, which is why I muted out with the ketchup. But yeah, the reason you can't handle spice is because you don't try. It's a tolerance. It's like allergy shots. You have to build up an immunity. You know, my family doesn't do well with spices because we eat the most bland white American food you can think of, like hot dog, hamburger, burger, and our version of tacos is literally 2 packets of taco mix and some ground beef, and then we put some lettuce on it, or I put lettuce, onions, and cheese on it, and then some ketchup, and we call it a day. My parents don't eat it quite like that. Or fajitas, you know, the fajitas. My parents grill up some chicken, and I saute myself some onions. I ignore the chicken. I put the onions on the little tiny shell. I put some lettuce on there and some cheese and some salsa, and I call it a day. It's just sauteed onions, lettuce, cheese, and salsa. Also, I am American. I am American. West Coast, baby! But yeah. You drench your burgers in hot sauce? Why would you do that to a perfectly fine burger? I know a lot of things are good on burgers. I've never... Okay, don't knock it till you try it. I need to keep telling myself that. But... Why? Why? Barbecue's great depending on the other toppings. Thousand Island, fantastic. Ketchup is basic, but it's fine. You know, I wouldn't eat ranch on a burger most days, but if it has some other sauce with it, like barbecue ranch burgers, I can imagine that being pretty good. Spicy barbecue's probably fine. If it's a type of barbecue, it's probably fine on a burger. Catalina's fine on a burger, sweet and sour's fine on a burger, teriyaki's fine on a burger. What else have I had on a burger? God, what else? Relish is decent on a burger. I've had so many things on a burger, but hot sauce is not one of them. You drink ketchup from the bottle, you're not sorry. I don't drink ketchup from the bottle, but I did used to eat, like, the McDonald's ketchup packets. I did used to eat those out of the packet because I like it. I think even now I would still eat ketchup out of a McDonald's packet if I could not lick the packet in the process. Because now I'm worried about whatever that packet's touched. But it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I do ignore the chicken for the chicken fajitas. I don't like the chicken. It seems useless to me. So I just have the onions. And then I find onions very sweet. Like, unless it's still slightly unripe and it's still kind of green, then they're not really sweet. They're more just strong. But I'm just saying, it's nice. I like onions. Like, if I go to a sub place and get a cold sub, I normally get like a ham and provolone or something. And yeah, it's sweet. They're sweet. And so I'll literally just get the ham provolone on white bread with mayonnaise. And then I'll ask, hey, can I have the onions like you would put on lettuce? And so quite literally, I have like 2 to 3 inches of onions on this sub. And then I close it and that's a day. And it's sweet. It's really sweet. Unless the onions are kind of unripe, then it's just kind of strong. But I like it either way. I prefer raw onions over grilled onions. Grilled onions aren't bad. Sauteed onions are fine on some things. Like, raw onions on anything is normally better, unless it's like some things you can't, but whatever. I like onions. I need that tasting DLC pack. Onions are awful. Okay. I feel like this is like a cilantro thing. Like, a lot of people are like, hey, either you really like cilantro or it tastes like dish soap. And originally, I thought it tasted like dish soap But that's fine because Swedish Fish also tastes like a different version of dish soap, and I kind of like the taste of dish soap, I found out. So I'm fine with cilantro, but I know it's a very similar thing with the onions. Try bread with animal fat and put salt and onions on it. You'll like it. If I ever come across some animal fat, I will try it. That sounds interesting. I'll have to write that down. I need to remember that. How did you find out you like the taste of dish soap? It's more, I don't think I like the taste of actual dish soap. It's just Swedish Fish, the candy, like the little red fish, they've been compared to dish soap, right? They've been compared to dish soap in taste, but I love the way Swedish Fish taste. I don't really love the way cilantro tastes, but if it's in something, I won't outright avoid it just because it exists. But I've also been told if you don't like the way cilantro tastes, it also tastes like dish soap. So I'm just putting 2 and 2 together and assuming I like the taste of dish soap. That's what I'm saying. American football makes no sense. You grew up with someone who watches all... Yeah, I don't understand most sports. I understand the ones I play, aka throwing, and that's like you step into a ring, you throw your thing, they measure it, and you're done. Like, it's simple. I want to pretend I understand hockey, but I have no idea what the penalties are half the time. Like anything. You're gonna eat dish soap? No, I'm not eating dish soap. By the way, I did not eat dog food. I ate a dog treat once upon a time, and it was dog bacon, okay? And that looked like bacon, and I also don't like normal bacon, but I liked the dog bacon. So I don't know where I'm going with this, but it's not there. You're leaving? No worries. Have fun, and thank you for coming by. Dog food equal dog treat? Nuh-uh. Because, you know, you also call hash dog food, and it's really not. It's really not. It's just beef and potato, and it tastes good with barbecue. It smells really bad, but it tastes better. It definitely tastes better than that TV dinner I had the other day. That was not great. But, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Milk calls hash dog food, you call it something else. Yeah, you probably call it toxic waste or something. I always get confused in movies when someone calls it, when someone says cilantro. Wait, did you say it's called somewhere else? I cannot. It's called coriander. Coriander? Coriander? Is it coriander or coriander? I feel like I'm saying it wrong. But that makes sense. If it's called something else, that makes sense. But I'm just saying, it's like 50-50. Half the people I know absolutely love it, half the people I know absolutely hate it. And I think there's very few people in the middle like me that just don't think it tastes good, but will put up with it anyway. You're saying it wrong? How do I say it wrong? How do I say it wrong? How? Just give me the phonetic spelling. I need to know. How do I say it? It's gonna eat at me. Even though I can't say it to like my parents because they're gonna look at me like I'm crazy then. But you know, just let me know. Just let me know. Coriander. Yeah, coriander. Okay, coriander. Isn't the I after the E? Or am I? Oh no, I'm not. Okay. Alright, coriander. Got it. Cilantro! There's a yeah. Oh, Civ never changed. What do you mean? Okay, Lucan, Australia, do you call it cilantro or do you say coriander? Which one is it? Or is it both? Which one is it? We'll let Lucan be the judge. Lucan, in your Australian words, how does it say? Is it cilantro or is it God damn it. No! I swear, it's not just Americans, right? There's gotta be somewhere else, right? Have I heard of a durian fruit? The only reason I know what a durian is because of Animal Crossing. That's it. They're two different things, are they? Wait. Coriander versus cilantro. Cilantro and coriander come from the same plant, but refer to different parts of the plant that have distinct flavors. In North America, cilantro refers to the fresh, pungent leaves and stems, while coriander refers to the warm, citrusy, dried seeds. So they're not the same thing! Cilantro's the leaves and coriander's the seeds. So they're different things. Okay. Yeah, nope, that's what Google says. I believe Google. Yeah. You call the leaves coriander? They are indeed different. Okay, well, now we're... This is becoming like a cookie versus biscuit sort of scenario. Now, I feel like we're gonna start arguments. It's like, what's a fry and what's a crisp? Or what's a crisp and what's a chip? Like, I feel like there's so many different things that this is just becoming, and now I'm scared. Now I'm really scared. But I don't know. Tomato, tomato, pretty much. Or, you know, tomato, tomato. And it's great. They're called cookies, not biscuits. Also, crisps or chips are the same. See, those are fighting words. Those are fighting words. In between, chisps. You know what? If anyone has that argument, can we just keep responding with chisps? If we ever come up with that, I'm stealing that Daya. Daya, that's mine. That's mine. I'm keeping it. It's all mine. Hey, this hurt your head. The tomato hurt your head. The problem is, whenever I want to say the word tomato or tomato, I always type tomato in my mind. Like, I'm trying to be sarcastic. I'm saying tomato, and it obviously just reads tomato.
Coriander /K /1 or Coriandrum sativum is an annual herb in the family Apiaceae. The leaves are known as cilantro in the United States, but not in the United Kingdom. From Wikipedia. You know what? Okay. We're learning things. We're learning things today. We're learning things. We're learning things. We're learning things. Text to speech, I don't think pronounce things right, but I could be wrong. Maybe I'm not wrong, but okay. I have learned today that we are more complicated. That is what I have learned. And thank you again for the bit scales. You woo.
Nuh-uh. The U is the better way for text-to-speech to say it. I believe. Yeah, that's my humble opinion. Text-to-speech is wrong. How do you say U? W-U. That's how you say it. Wrong way to say it? Nuh-uh. No one can get me to say the other thing unless you gotta cough up those channel points if you want me to say it. You know how this works. And I know how it works too, because I made the rules. And because I made the rules, I can also bend the rules. And you know what that means? I don't necessarily need to say it, because all I need to do is say what I need to say. The only reason I say it in the first place, if it's there, is because, text-to-speech doesn't work and it's owned to text-to-speech. So then I say it as a say this, because the text-to-speech didn't work. And does that work? Does that make sense? Did I say things enough? I don't know if I put enough words into the words. Can you say it how about? We don't need that. There's a channel point redeem. I don't want to put monetary money under the channel point redeems because then that's bad. Yeah, definitely save your money. There's a channel point. In the way people want. Okay, see, Daya did it. In the way people want. Ooh woo. There you go. Is that the way you wanted it? Hope that's the way you wanted it, because that's what you're getting. And that's all you're getting. Option to buy channel points with money? I don't know if that should. I feel like that would be a very bad idea, especially for the people that have like really big channel points. Could you imagine if someone spent money scales and you just had to keep redeeming dance time over and over? Because someone paid to win the system. I feel like that would be a little painful, no? But yeah, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? I don't think I have any other stories. I thought I had more. I think I do have more. I have one more story that's unrelated that absolutely no one cares about, but I want to brag about it, so I'm gonna brag about it. Let me find this picture really quick. Where is my picture? I have my picture. Okay, guys, look at this wonderfulness. Look at the wonderfulness. I am ranking in the cookie card game. I'm top 32, baby! AKA, if I actually hold this, I get stuff at the end of the season. I get stuff, and I believe, and I'm ranking, and I'm doing things, guys. I'm doing things. My username's not surprising, so I don't care if you guys know my username, but I'm doing things. And it's great. Yeah. 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 I'm fancy. If anyone actually looked at that list, you'd know it was me anyway, so I don't care. I don't care. You guys know what my other username is. But guys, I'm doing great. And I'm doing great. Tell Flashing Wings. I'll tell Flashing Wings they're doing a great job. But yeah. Yeah. I can't separate Civial from Flashing Wings. So, like, you look at my Discord, you look at it, and you're like, oh, there's a second name there. Yeah, I refuse to change it. So, there we go. Anyway, yeah. If I say top 32, I get a special promo card. If I can make it to top 16, I get a free booster box too. And I'm excited. But anyway, I think that's all I have to say for today. I don't know if my parents came back yet. If they did, I should probably hang out with them, but I don't know if they did yet, which is the only reason I'm still talking. Does anyone else have anything they'd like to talk about? Anything at all? Civ's full name is Civial Flashing Wings. I think it's Civial Scuffed VTuber Flashing Wings something, or there's, I feel like the VTuber's the last name. D&D you ever played? I have played a few times. I played once with friends on stream, my very first game, and that was a long stream a long time ago. And then I played probably about like 3 sessions in a campaign in the Discord server. It was just led by Silent, and yeah, I played a few times. Spend time with your mom, it's her birthday. I don't know if she's back yet. At least she kept the Scuffed. I don't think the Scuffed can leave. But yeah. Hi. How you doing? D&D is fun, but I was quickly abandoned. Yeah, because Foggy never did his campaign. Foggy, you had this wonderful campaign and we were all excited for it and it never happened, Foggy. We had plans, Foggy. We had plans, Foggy. Hey, no, I'm bringing this up to everyone. I don't know what happened to it, Foggy. College? Yeah, you were making it during college, and you know what happened? We had winter break. You know what didn't happen? Your campaign, Foggy. My college is happening. I still find some time, right? It did kind of crash and burn. Yeah. Same with the 2-week Minecraft portion of the Discord. It happens. It just happens. But anyway, I'll stop pestering you guys. I need to go. I don't know if she's back yet, but I need to go hang out with my parents. I need to go, it's my mom's birthday. I need to hang out with her. And yeah, I need to be a good daughter or something along that lines. But yeah, thank you guys for coming to today's stream. I know it wasn't quite 2 hours. Again, I'm gonna make it up with next Saturday's stream. That'll be King of the Castle. How it's gonna work, if the first game goes longer than 2 hours, we're only playing 1 game. However, if it goes less than 2 hours, we're gonna play 2 games, however long that lasts. Maybe if it's like right on the 2 hour mark, we'll still play 2 games. It depends. That's what we're doing though. Thank you guys for coming to today's stream. And yeah, I think that's it for today. If you guys have college, enjoy your college. Hopefully it goes well. I'm scared for my group projects. And yeah, everyone get some sleep. Have your good time zone. I know it's early in the day, but yeah, see you next time.